Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Between this video and the last, I ran another green. So, stuff. Nothing exciting happened. People got XP. And then I decided I would not sit and make you all watch while I picked equipment out. So I've selected a party already. You can see here. Oops, I made a small error. This is the stuff I was hoping to, just skip. I think I actually want to try out the incision build here. So what are we going to take out for it? Plague grenade and blinding gas are both really powerful. Let's drop Noxious Blast for incision. We'll use this as our skill to fight people in the front. Alright. So, in front we have fillets with a ton of stuff that affects damage. He's just going to punch people the hardest. He doesn't actually have 4 abilities selected right now. When you're standing in the very front, your options are a little bit limited, but I want to keep Fitz here, and then I want to have these two as my backliners, because I think they would both really benefit from some XP. Or rather, I would really benefit from them having some XP. He's got the Bloody Herb, which buffs Incision. It says melee skills and bleed skills, but Incision is his only melee skill, or her only melee skill and her only bleed skill, so. And then he is just, built kind of funny, not having the right stuff equipped. There we go. I'm a little happier with that. Oh no, wait, in back, you don't even need that. Okay. So let's do it. Explore 90% of rooms. The old road is obscured by the corrupted, poisoned overgrowth. Yeah. Yeah, we know that. He's always telling us that. So our sun ring really encourages us to bring torches. We fight better in the torchlight. Bring a lot of shovels to the wield because it never fails to drop a ton of obstacles on you. This is probably sufficient. I'm trying to think of what else I might need. Yeah, this is probably fine. So, we just need to get that last boss fight leveled several of our people out of veteran boss fighting range. 3 of our people moved up to level 5, which is awesome. We can start running reds. But now we need to build a new squad to hunt the next veteran boss. We only have 3 people still at level 4.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
This is probably worth doing. Are you the guy? He's probably the guy. Congratulations on being the guy. This is the one that you use anti-venom. Not a bad start. So in particular, we don't have an occultist up high, and occultists are really powerful and versatile. It's important to me to get an occultist up high as quickly as possible. I mean, obviously, abyssal artillery is great.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We're going to take one shot from this guy, and we're just going to let him blight himself out. It hurts, but hopefully we can kill the bloodletter before he gets a turn. That's what we're going for.
Masterfully executed.
So we'll line it up for the bounty hunter. His collect bounty should be pretty devastating.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
We're going to chain lash him again, not because I think the stun will hit, but because chain lash is the most damaging thing we can do without transforming. Yeah, 31's fine, I guess.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
It's a very good start. So, of course, the A-Bomb has his plus stun skill trinket, because you know how I do. Stuns are such a good action efficiency. If a stun did 0 damage, it would still be worth taking, because you have other party members who can step in. I don't think we're going to bother with the grave, not this early in the dungeon. We may need all of our shovels. But since almost all stuns deal damage, and several of them, like the Chain Lash, deal quite good damage, it's kind of like getting half of an attack while denying your opponent a turn. It's like gaining half of a turn. It's pretty valuable. So 160 just about. Not an amazing stun chance, but wouldn't it be great? Good enough. You know what, let's just... I considered using the hook, but I really do hate these things. Come on, man. Aw. Wow, that was always likely. Okay. Unfortunately, we've left her at too much health. She'll actually get another action after her next action if we don't do something about it.
As the fiend falls,
That probably counts, right?
a faint hope blossoms.
Uneducated savage, he screamed at the monster that's made entirely of fungus. This is 4 points per round. His blight resist is pretty high, though. I'm just gonna clock him with the chain again. He's gonna resist the stun, but it's good damage. Collect bounty, of course, receives bonus damage against humans, which is nice. This guy is a human beast. That, honestly, that's not even that bad of an order. Alright, here we go. Aw, no crit. That's a real shame. Somebody's getting hit with a tree. No, poison spores. Okay. I'm not worried about that. 4? No, only 3. Well, that's not even dangerous. Sadly, I mean, we can just move. Oh, you can't use battlefield medicine from the front, too. Okay, never mind, just kill him.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And he had the key to the chest he was standing in front of. That's, suspiciously like an enemy from a normal RPG. Maybe we should be saving anti-venom for, you know, healing us. But, on the other hand... you know, it's possible to get a secret room. I'm going to try to hold on to the key. For at least a little while. Well, look who it is. Yeah, I don't think there's like a fancy play here. Just maul him. We'll let the Abomination use the chain for stunning him. Sadly, the mark that this party has available doesn't reduce prot, it reduces dodge. Prot reduction is, I think, just generally more useful. Well, we can set him bleeding at least.
Well struck.
Ah, left him at 1 health. It's like 49%. Yeah, I mean, still go for it. I don't think he needs to transform. Yeah, we got there even. Well, I think the ghoul's gonna die without getting to attack us even once. Oh, you know, that was silly. I should have been throwing plague grenades instead of precision with the plague doctor. Killing blow is a little strong. I thought about trying to wait until the plague doctor's turn, but I just didn't feel sure. Wow, the ghoul corpse is weird looking. I don't usually see it because we usually kill the ghoul first. You know what? You'll be fine. Go back to full health. Why not? Bonus damage against stunned targets.
Maintain the offensive.
Wow, 4 different kinds of jumps. We can't have some of this loot and just like cold hard cash. It would be cool to find some extra food. This is an amount that makes me a little nervous. Yeah, we'll throw away a little bit of gold. We got a lot of rooms left. There'll be lots of time to find treasure. No scouting. Very disappointing. I mean, it's probably a torch guy. Hey, look, it was a torch. You'd think after being possessed by the burning need to know what's in those a certain number of times, he would he would get it. Aw. Screw drones. Her stun resist is lower than her blight resist, and either way, she takes enough damage from blight to die, right? Whether we give her more blight or we stun her. Poor bone conscripts. I wonder if they're like conscripted against their will. These are the skeletons that just wanted to chill out. You know, hang out, have a good time being undead, and the big bone commanders come around and press them into service. They don't know anything about fighting.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So they're really bad at it. They're kind of half-assed this whole thing. They think it's not really a big deal. And then we just roll through and murder them. Because it's like, hey, that dead body's wearing pants. That must be a threat.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Still no scouting. Damn. Fillets your shirkin, man. I feel like this is your duty.
Herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
Hey, occultist, look. It was a torch.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Maybe just, you know, remember that for next time. Oof. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have such a headache. It is crazy. Alright. Zoomed all the way back to look, make sure I didn't see a secret room behind me. And basically nothing in front of me either. Like nothing. Alright, not bad. Should I camp? Since I know we're safe up to this next room. Of course, we're going to let the light drop down so that we can just rekindle it with the torch. That's interesting. We probably don't need more food than this. The whole stack of extra food we got is probably sufficient. And we actually just toss a unit of food. That's pretty unusual. You usually can at least eat it. Do I want to push on another room is the question. I think I do. We're going to ride this torch all the way down. Man, maybe I don't want to wait. Because I'm just throwing away supplies now. I really wish we'd gotten a scout on this room. If there is a fight in there, we're going to have to throw away a lot of the spoils. Yeah, maybe I should have camped in the last room. Well, pretty committed now. Go get him, Rimbacore. Let's do that. Yeah, let's transform for this. This fight's going to be annoying enough that I think it's justified. The party as a whole gains some stress from having to deal with the transformation, but this is back 3 or back 2? We'll push this guy back. These guys have a really weak attack from anywhere but the front couple rows, so the knockback up to a stun is going to effectively completely disable him for some time. 9 health left. It's a lot of stress that we're gaining very rapidly. Alright, so that's killed him. Let's start in with this guy. A transformed abomination is so powerful.
Slow death.
Wow. Alright.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Still does 5. It's not that bad. A bone conscript would be delighted to do 5 damage with an attack. Do we need to heal anybody? I guess you. The abomination will heal himself a little bit when he transforms back. So I'm not worried about him. It was like very, very slightly positive.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I have never seen this before. Isn't that interesting? Well, we're taking it. Goes without saying. I just gotta figure out what to do with it. It's actually a pretty good trinket, too. What are we dropping for this? I already have 3 full stacks of crests. Could be a crest. Ugh, I don't really want to drop my key. Let's do this. The 1,000 gold is better than the sapphire, as long as we find any more gold and don't find any more sapphires. Sapphires are rare enough that I think that's realistic. Oh, I did not rearrange my party. This is bad. Okay, well, this is also bad. Did I screw myself here by pushing on too greedily? I may have. That may have happened. 154. It's pretty good. Give it to him. Well, that's a shame. Do I want to just shank this guy? No, let's move back. I want to have access to the full gamut of his moves, and we're going to get it by performing a big headbutt.
singular strike.
Good open. Of course, he's completely resistant to everything. Yeah, that's... Well, that's not so bad, I guess. Alright, let's get rid of this thing as quickly as possible. We don't need it doing Rain of Blight a bunch of times. Yeah, we are going to really need to de-stress after this. Please land, please land, please land. Okay. It would have been nice if it had gotten the crone, but it got the one that really did it. That was the wrong target for that ability, guy. Alright, well, he's rapidly going over the deep end. Given that she's already had her turn, do I want to transform him back and perform Absolution? He's probably going to tick over if I don't. Yeah, let's do it. You know, camping will solve a lot of problems, but it will not remove his affliction if he becomes afflicted. We really have to prevent that from happening. Alright, stick. She does have 60% resist. Alright. Well, it was non-critical. That's really all I could ask for. Why is she impossible to hit? Okay, finally. That took forever. We don't actually have any options as far as aggression goes with Rainbow Card. Okay, it's not so bad this time. Wow.
Quakes.
That was very impressive. And she's just carving pieces off of him. He's very good at de-stressing himself. Sadly, we haven't seen any of the huge crits that the bounty hunter can generate with his big ridiculous base damage. Plague Doctor. Oh, Plague Doctor can't battlefield medicine anyway.
Their cursed champion falls. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Yeah, we have been struggling against our inventory since, like, the first hallway. Alright. So this would give her plus 10 accuracy. Does anybody have a disease that they want removed? No. Who has a cool thing to do? He should probably do this. And that. Those would be nice. So that would be 5. Yeah, I'm not happy about our stress. We don't really have a lot of good relief skills. Let's make it... And then we just need to use stress relief skills, basically. I wish I could do it to him, because I totally would. Yeah, you know, that thing where you turn into a horrible monster and kill everybody is, like, fine. It's good enough. No sleep for us. You could probably sleep.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are
Alright,
lifted
let's fix our party order
and
here.
purpose is made clear.
Okay. Good enough. It's one of the ones I actually remember what it does. I don't know, it looks like a box. Fitzland interjects, by the way, my skin burns. Alright, so we have to get 90% of rooms, which means we need to get the next two. Or the next two after this one. Still no scouting. And that's why we bring 3 shovels. And now we find out if the game is going to make a fool of us for not bringing a 4th shovel. I wish scouting values were a little bit more transparent. I don't know whether I'm beneath our expected scouting values or above them or what's going on. Hey, what a bummer.
Traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
I clicked continue adventuring, but we don't have a shovel for that, and I don't think I want to stress these guys out even more. Well, I already probably have to de-stress these two, right? He's on the border, and she wouldn't need to be de-stressing. You know what? We are going to push on. Because I think it wouldn't take very much
Without
loot.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Yep. It wouldn't take very much loot to make up the difference. Right? We didn't gain so much stress from that it's going to that the cost of removing it is going to necessarily outweigh the treasure that we find in the rest of the dungeon. Is what I'm trying to express. The gentle caress of horrible tentacles from outer space. Well, this went okay. It's a fight in which we actually remove some stress. Especially him. If he can get 1 or 2 more absolutions off, that would be fantastic. Then I would feel comfortable not de-stressing him. Well, use the key at least. No, he's in a frenzy. Let's pick that up this way. Because it's possible that I enter the last room, get a scout, the secret is revealed here. Yep, that thing. The thing I just wanted to maintain my key for that reason. Wow, that was lucky. I feel pretty great about that. Definitely justifies the decision I made to push through that 4th obstacle. Okay.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
These medium and long missions have such crazy payouts. I don't know if you noticed that our amount of gold had gotten a little bit lower than I would like. I spent a lot of money after the last video upgrading this party. These guys were all level 3, but they were almost all wearing default gear and almost all had just their default 4 skills unlocked and none of them leveled up. So for most of them, I had to buy 3 levels of armor and 3 levels of weapons and unlock and level up skills. So it's quite a bit of money, but we're certainly on the way back. Okay, the Black Plague, that's going. Phangophobia, I don't like that very much. The Black Plague. The plague. We don't even have the.
I was
option really
lord of this place
Aw.
before the crows and rats made it their domain.
So I do want to talk about this real quick. One of the reasons that I hold on to our trinkets, even trinkets that I have no intention to use, that I just want to sell, I hold on to them for this reason. When you gamble and lose a trinket, it is a random trinket in your possession. If you only have good trinkets, you will lose a good trinket. If you hold on to all your garbage, there's a pretty good chance that you'll lose garbage, right? Because you get bad trinkets at a much faster rate than good trinkets. Just because of how few of the trinkets are good, you know. So this is cool. I don't know what caused this to drop. It's very interesting. Never seen it before. What were we fighting? It was, that was a fight against humans, right? It was like a madman and a cultist witch, the stress casting ones. And, Well, anyway, that went pretty well. Let's, was it you? Yeah, you got the Black Plague. You got a... This is unfortunate because it means that we're going to spend a week curing him of the Black Plague, and then we're going to spend a week de-stressing him. It's going to be a while before he's useful to us again. Do we have this upgraded? Yep, the only thing we can buy is an increase in the number of slots. I mean, I suppose the other thing I could have done was just de-stress him and then try to remove this by sending him somewhere with Rambacor again. And having her do her disease curing stuff in camp. Alright, Fitz has gotten to level 4. This is an okay party. We can have Mantal stand in front, Fitz second, Harriet in third, and then Digby in fourth. Digby has a weak heal, but it is a heal. Unfortunately, it does not allow you to hit the back row, which makes her kind of a rough boss healer because she herself can get killed. Presuming she's standing in the back, which she usually is because Wrathful Bandana. So I'd really like to get either Barasa or Durari up to that level, just that I can run. It's possible that you don't need a healer for every boss. Some of the bosses it's probably not that important for, but I like to be on the safe side. Oh hey, it's the Houndmaster trinket. I wonder if we want to... No, we probably don't want to push it. Let's wait until we have a healer. A slightly more perfect party. We have to be a little bit careful with the lives of our people now. You know, they represent a significant investment, both of gold and of my personal time, which I, do not have infinite of. And since I got this new job, it feels like I don't have very much of it all. So, yeah, I got sidetracked. What I was supposed to be doing was saying, hey, join us next time on Darkest Dungeon when we do some kind of thing. What is this? Handkerchief. Huh. Not spectacular, that one. There are a couple of ancestral trinkets that are really cool that we still haven't seen, and I'm hoping that some of those will show up. We have like a real party who could totally go after them now. These 4 guys right here, this is a dangerous group of people. And Trelly, you're alright. Trelly, you got some ennui. Is ennui a physical disease? I guess this includes mental conditions, right? Because that's another thing you could treat in the sanitarium, and like hysterical blindness comes up. That's not physical. Okay, getting sidetracked again. My point was, come back next time for some more Darkest Dungeon when we do like a yellow mission to get some more guys up. We want to do, yeah, that stuff, I'd like to win the game. I don't know about you guys. I want to get into this Darkest Dungeon. Dude, I want to step into here so bad. And I have another save file, of course, that has a bunch of level 6s. And I could go into that save file and step into the Darkest Dungeon and see what's in there and quench my curiosity. But I'm going to hold off and do it on camera. both because I do want to get my natural reaction, and also because I want to show you guys. I've been giving a lot of advice. The whole point of this thing, right, is that I'm sharing the strategic and tactical advice that I've picked up to try to help you have an easier time beating Darkest Dungeon if you're finding it to be very difficult, which the Steam forums and subreddit would suggest that people do. People do generally find it to be pretty difficult. But all of the advice I've given you could have been gleaned from just listening to other people or reading strategy, right? When we step into the Darkest Dungeon, we'll be in a place that I've never seen before, and so we'll get to talk about how you develop strategy, how you observe what's happening, and what you do with that information in order to concoct a strategy that will get you to whatever your victory condition is. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a little while. It's going to be a little while. So join us next time on Darkest Dungeon, when we step not through the door to hell, but a little bit closer toward it.